Yo, what's going on? Top of the morning, YouTube. This your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'm gonna give y'all some time to jump in the room. Um, I'm probably not gonna be on here but for so long. I just wanna address a few things as far as I just wanna reach out to those who really are gonna take heed to this message, you know. And this is also kind of like a guideline, a blueprint for some of you parents, especially if you're about to be parents or, or if you're already parents and you got more kids on the way, this should be something that sticks with you. Um, Again, I'm gonna give y'all some time to tune in. Oh man, I hope everybody is having a blessed Wednesday. Hope everybody is safe out there. Hope everybody's keeping all eyes open and on point and alert. You know, Like I said yesterday, we in a wicked world right now. And right now, it's a spiritual world that's being opened, and it's a spiritual war that's going on. It's more spiritual than physical at this point. So this is why I said I just want everybody to tune in. You know, I want to say this to the parents first. There's nothing negative. The only thing I gotta say is if you got kids or you're about to start a family, always make sure you are financially prepared, mentally prepared, and emotionally and spiritually prepared because it's going to be all of those walks of life when you walk into parenthood that's really going to, you know, it's really going to speak in volumes basically, you know. You always want to make sure that you and your kingdom and your household is in full tact even when they got to go out in the world, and be amongst whatever, just make sure that they mentally and, physically prepared for anything. You know, I know it's always when they're young, kids will be kids. Some kids say and do terrible things, and sometimes that pushes other kids over the limit. But you, as a parent, you got to make sure that your kid is not just mentally tough, but spiritually tough because people are going to say and do hurtful things. Doesn't matter if you're young or if you're old. People are going to say and do wicked things, especially if it's trying to throw off your balance or just trying to provoke a certain action out of you. And a lot of times you don't even got to give that. You don't even got to give up that energy. Because that's what some of these people want. And right now, I said it is a spiritual battle right now because there's a lot of wicked things that are going on, and right now it's like most of these people just want a reaction out of you. You know, can't give it to them all the time. You got to remember, you got to do what works for you. You can't please everybody. And at the end of the day, you know, it speaks volumes when you got your kids intact, you got your family intact, and you ain't got to really worry about nothing. As long as you moving humbly and accordingly, you should be all right. You should be good, you know. And that's the most important thing for you parents. Some of y'all got to understand this world is getting even worse and worse. So when it comes to that, like it comes to today's modern world, we see that social media is becoming the ultimate bully for a lot of kids and a lot of people with mental health issues. You know, Always remember to break down to your kids, especially when they old enough to fully understand certain things. Just break down to them, you know, basic basic education. Just break down anything that they're gonna need, especially when it's dealing with this social media shit. You know, ABG, salute my guy. But always make sure these kids have a balance as far as they know what to expect and they know how to maneuver. Now, when it's situations that they ain't gonna be able to fight, that's when you as the parent is supposed to step in. So Like I said, it always has to be a balance. And one thing that parents should teach their kids, not just self-defense and not just how to maintain as far as standing strong mentally and spiritually. Sometimes it's good to teach them a trade, especially if you are good at certain trades. Like if you know how to build stuff, even if your kid don't want to get into that field, just teach them certain things so they'll know for themselves when they get old enough. Even if they got their own spots or not, they know they want to build something or get into something. They know how to go about it. Always got to make sure these kids are prepared for life. And we know some kids are going to choose their own paths when they get a certain age. But you, as a parent, you still have to put your best foot forward. You still have to keep the pressure on them to a degree only because you don't want them to slip down a certain road. But even if they slip down a certain road, as long as they're doing what they got to do for their family, they're not. They're not harming nobody in society. They being a productive part of anything, no matter what it is. As long as they ain't out here harming or hurting or killing, that should be the most important thing out of anything. Because everybody's going to choose their own paths in life, man. Wax Dog, salute, bro. Top of the morning, y'all. You know, that's what I'm saying, man. The parents got to really just make sure they stay in line and stay in tune with their kids. We know it's a sick world out here, but your kids don't need to go through the hassles and the headaches. They already young. Let the kids be kids, and let them grow and prosper. Now, when they get a certain age and they feel they can make their own decisions and do whatever, then that's when you technically let them leave the nest to a degree. And I mean, leave the nest, yes, you leave from home, but you don't leave the nest as far as your family. Like, you don't just leave them. Always make sure you check in with them, always make sure they're good, because at the end of the day, they was doing for you. And that's how I feel it should be reciprocated. Our parents was taking care of us, and at some point, we got to take care of them. Well, at least for those who have their parents. But if you still got grandmothers and other relatives that was around while you was being raised, it's only right that you still keep in contact and keep that circle strong. You know, keep them bonds strong. You know, John Shaft, salute. Y'all already know. Again, top of the morning to everybody who just tuning in. Shout outs to all the kings in the chat. Salute and blessings to all the queens in the chat. It's the Wednesday morning vibes. Like I said, just while I'm at this wake and bake session, just wanted to chime in real quick. I just felt certain things need to be said because I honestly feel like I said when it comes to the parents, y'all gotta definitely. Some of y'all standing strong already. Y'all, how they said it in the Bernie Mac show, that y'all the united front. You making sure there's a balance when it comes to all of this. So is I respect and commend y'all because with what's going on right now, you got some kids who are falling right into these traps already. And some of it is because the parents are not doing as much as they're supposed to be doing. But for those who are doing what they're doing, continue to keep doing it until the end of time. You got to always make sure that your future generations are going to grow and succeed, no matter what it is they're doing. Like I said, as long as they're making sure that they keeping the family right, they keeping the family and the bloodline going in the way it should be going, and preserving the overall family history, that's supposed to be the most important thing, you know? And I also want to give a public service announcement to the community as a whole. Um, it goes kind of what I was talking about yesterday. Again, RIP, and may God watch over these kids who just lost their lives the other day. Um, all in all, as far as the mental health is concerned, we got to definitely start checking up on those that we know for a fact. If we say we got love for them, if we say that we care about them, we know they good peoples. When they at their most trying times, we ain't supposed to just shut them away. We ain't supposed to turn them away, and we not supposed to let them continue to struggle. You know, it has to be a joint conscious effort, like I was saying. If you know for a fact somebody's in the hood, they kind of unstable and they have kids, and it's to a point where if they need a little bit of help, that little bit of help right there help them keep them sane. You know, you don't judge them, you don't talk about them, and you definitely don't put them down when they already at their down points. You don't do that, man. Like it's time for the community to really come together for an outreach as far as anybody we know for a fact got mental health, whether it's mild or whether it's just explosive. We gotta get in tune, man, because there's too much shit going on. Again, I just said it's sad that some people get pushed to that limit. And I could tell you that from experience. 'Cause at one point, I got pushed to a limit where I ain't even think of anything at this point. You know, it was just I'm gonna go with whatever is given to me. You know, that's why I said sometimes it don't help to hurt those who need it, especially if you know they need it. You know, but I also said too, a closed mouth don't get fed. So if you're not gonna say certain things because it's either your pride or you scared, you too emotional, then that just goes to show you sometimes you still got a lot to think about. You got to really tune in with yourself. It's a two-way street. Yes, you know the community is supposed to have love and care, but also you supposed to have love and care for yourself, even when you at your most vulnerable moment. You know, because at one point you got to look at it. It's not just God that loves you to death. You're supposed to love yourself to death. You know, you're supposed to love everything about you, no matter what you're going through. I done been through my most mental breakdowns in life to a degree, but guess what? That shit kept me strong. It only just gave me something to put fuel in the fire and just keep myself motivated and keep moving forward. You know, like I said, for those who know me and for those who fuck with me, they know what it is. Like it's always gonna be love to the casket drop, you know. And for those who just, you know, blatantly didn't show love or just blatantly had hate for whatever reason, hey, it is what it is. You know, I don't hold no grudges and I don't be giving a fuck. You know, because at the end of the day, I got things to take care of as well too. But as far as the parents, just make sure your kid is always on point from all angles. Make sure it's a whole 360 angle that they get good knowledge of, even while they're young. You know, certain things when they're young, they're gonna understand. But you know, you at least make sure you instill those blueprints and guidelines right then and there. So when they get a little older, even if things get a little more advanced, like yo, you know, at least they'll come to you and be like, yo, pops, hey, yo, moms, let me ask you a question. You know, like I said, you always got to be in tune with the kids, just like you got to be in tune with what's going on in your world. We already know social media and youngin because these youngins see certain things, and then if there's nobody really guiding them or telling them like, yo, all of this is fictional or all of this is yada yada yada, then they go with that shit. You know, but you gotta definitely make sure they on point when it comes to this social media shit too, because it's a world out there. And also, if you out here doing whatever it is you doing, and I'm just keeping it as a guideline, you doing certain things on the internet, you better know who you even sending anything to. Matter of fact, you shouldn't send nothing to nobody if they ain't asked for it. Period. Shouldn't send nobody nothing. And even if you gonna be doing whatever it is you doing, don't fuck around and give it to the wrong person and now get in the wrong hands, because that also blows up on social media. And if you got kids, that makes them look bad as well, because it's like, well, damn, you really did all of this, what was the whole purpose? You know, ladies, some of y'all got to stop presenting yourselves out here like just a piece of meat. I'm just gonna break it down, man, into sections. You know, some of y'all got to stop coming out here looking like you ready to take on the whole village. Can't do that, man. Because honestly, you're gonna have some dudes that are not all on the same thinking level. You're gonna have some that are straight fucking pervs. You're gonna have some who probably might be, you know, they might be out here doing things they ain't supposed to be doing. That's harming women or even children. So you gotta present yourself a certain way. You don't want all the wrong attention, right? You want all the right attention. But you can't want all the right attention if you out here shaking your ass, dressed a certain way, not just on social media and in the streets. I done watched a whole bunch of fights happen this summer because of the dudes letting their girl go out and whatever they feel like wearing. No. If you supposed to be my lady like I'm supposed to be a man, we both supposed to be going out in style, representing each other. Even if it's just to the regular little shindig, I bet. You know? But there's no way you gonna tell me I'm gonna let you walk outside in something that you know should be only for the bedroom. And I'm supposed to be calm, cool, collective, knowing I'm gonna have some sort of confrontation because you're gonna have a whole bunch of men out there. Oh damn, she bad. Oh shit, yo, damn. Like you is one thing to, like I said, it's one thing to put your wife or put your girlfriend not on a pedestal, but it's one thing to, make them feel good about themselves and give them that boost of confidence. But it becomes arrogance and it becomes just flat out bullshit when you just letting them wear whatever they want to wear. And you're not even, putting your foot down, especially if you stand firm on that. It almost goes back to something I was watching. Now, even though that was your decision that you wanted to do, your uncle made it quite clear that he didn't want you wearing those. So at the end of the day, when you living in somebody's household, when you are up under somebody else's roof, you gotta follow protocol. You can't just come out here wearing certain things. And even if you are grown and got your own, you still supposed to present yourself a certain way. Like it kills me with some women. Oh, these niggas be in my inbox. These niggas be sending this and doing this. Yeah, well, look how you presented yourself on a few pictures. You know, even if those ain't your pics and you catfishing somebody, still, what you expect is gonna happen. This is social media. This is and not even that. This is real life too. What do you expect when you out here presenting yourself a certain way? Jiggy lifestyle, man. Salute, top of the morning. You know, yeah, I want everybody to like, share, and subscribe, and even comment on this, man. I mean, I shoot, I just want to know everybody's opinion too, because I'm like, am I wrong for saying what I'm saying? You know, don't get me wrong, I love the fuck out of my women, like I said, but when y'all do certain things of certain calibers that y'all used to frown upon back in the day, and now it's becoming a wicked world, man. You can't tell somebody, oh, I'm not like this and I don't do that type of stuff, and but you out here presenting yourself like you do. You presenting yourself like a video vixen, porn star, and escort all in one. Sorry. Not trying to bash y'all, but some things you just know for a fact you shouldn't wear. And honestly, if you a man and you allowing your lady to go out like that, we only know why. It's because you looking at them as a trophy. Yeah, look what I got, y'all. But guess what happens to all them trophies too, to a degree? They get dusted off, polished, and sometimes they just sit there for a minute. And then you have situations where them trophies can be stolen. Just remember that. You know? That's what I'm saying. It's just you want a trophy, all right, guess what? Sometimes trophies get stolen. Sometimes trophies get broken. Sometimes you might have to get a replacement trophy. Always remember that too. You know? If you thinking on those lines, you can have all the trophies adding up and it still won't mean shit. You know? Now, fellas, some of y'all really have to stop letting these ladies go out the way they go out. You know, and if y'all can't come to agreements on certain things, then I feel at some point y'all should sit down at the table and figure out what y'all going to do from this standpoint. Because not to be funny, like I said, I couldn't allow my lady to be outside in something that I know for a fact I'm supposed to be in the bedroom looking at. Can't do it. You know, really can't do it. Royal blessings, sis. Top of the morning. I feel like this for everybody that's in the chat right now. If y'all not subscribed to each other, like I said, subscribe to each other, show each other love. That's how I do it over here. I'm always going to speak some shit, but I just speak logical. You know, You might get one or two emotional ones like you got the other day, but that's because that really touched the heart right there. That's why I said parents got to definitely be on point with everything, and everybody in the community as a whole got to be on point when it comes to people with mental health, especially if you know they have kids, whether it's they kids or they probably got custody of other family members' kids. Because I've seen situations like that too. You know, you got to be wary. And if you know the government ain't going to help us so much, that's when us as a community is supposed to come together and try to make sure we help the best way possible. You know, Annette, blessing, sis. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. You know, I feel like this. You got to definitely come together as a collective and just do the best possible things, especially right now with this spiritual war going on. If you claim you got people that you love dear and you hold them dear to you, you never supposed to turn them away, even at they most fucked up times. You're not supposed to turn them away. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. Shit, you already know that wake and bake vibe. But on some serious shit, you cannot turn them away, especially when you know, they at their worst parts. You know, because once you turn them away, you don't know how they gonna react. You don't know what's gonna be their next move, what's their next thoughts. You know, and that's when it becomes scary because now if there's kids involved and they get to that point of being even selfish enough to even do the unselfish or do the most selfishest acts, we got to stop it. We got to be able to really read and pinpoint when certain things just look out of order, especially in our own community. We got to definitely look at that. You know, the one thing you would hate is your family member going to jail because of some shit they did, whether to their own kids or to whoever. You know, and that's something that we really got to look on. You know, yo, really salute, yo. Top of the morning, bro. Y'all already know. You know, anytime I got the family in here, y'all already know. I'm just gonna be speaking my shit. You know, but it's real raps because, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, for anybody who feel like I feel, no kid should have to lose their life regardless to what situation they in. Even if they in the darkest of situations, we supposed to be able to give them some sort of light. You know, John Blaze, top of the morning, bro. You already know, man. Yeah, man. If y'all not sub to John Blaze, man. He got definitely good content, bro. He definitely do his thing over there, man. So everybody sub up to everybody, man. Yeah, that's the truth. Yo, and that's the real truth though. But see, it's the thing too. When stuff like that becomes at an all-time high, that's when we as a community supposed to be at an all-time high alert. We supposed to definitely be on alert for that because we don't know what the next actions could be. And even if it means you might have to take a couple of little bumps and bruises, as long as you're ensuring that these kids are safe and that they ain't got to worry about losing their life or being messed up for life. Because we got some kids who don't die, but they'll be traumatized because of what happened. You know, that's why I said when it comes to certain things, these kids can't be subjected to that at no age. You know, I appreciate that, John. I appreciate that. Because like I told people, when I come on here, I'm not going to be with that back and forth madness and shit. There's other things going on in the world right now we could be talking about. You know, shout outs to everybody who is supporting and who is rocking with me. You know, like I said, I'm always going to try to bring general decent content no matter what it is. You know, but like I said, parents, y'all definitely got to make sure you teach these kids all the ropes they need to know, especially when they going out in the world by themselves sometimes. We can't be around them 24/7. Like if you're sending them to school or you sending them to like family members' houses or go away camps, whatever it is you're doing for them, just make sure that they on point no matter where they at. Always make sure they are aware of their surroundings and just make sure they got general knowledge on certain things in the event they get caught in a dangerous position. You know, and that's a whole fact. You're supposed to, because at the end of the day, the kids are supposed to be the future. They supposed to be teaching us, and they also supposed to be looking out for us as the older when we get old. The same way we love and nurture them, it's supposed to be the same way we reciprocate. They supposed to be looking out for those who genuinely showed love and fucked with them. I got two dudes right now that just walked past me. They not my blood uncles, but they family and my family go way back from the start. So, like I said, those is family regardless. Family don't always got to be blood, But if you riding with somebody and you generally fuck with them, they family. Even if sometimes you and family might fall out, it don't be about nothing. Because at the end of the day, y'all already know what it is. Y'all have your little disagreements. Y'all come back to the forefront. All right, it is what it is. I'm from that. For no fame, salute, man. That's another good brother. If y'all ain't sub to him, man. Definitely bring knowledge and content every day, man. Appreciate you for tuning in live, yo. It's just a lot of things that people got to look at. Start thinking outside the box when it comes to specific situations. Just like I said, these kids shouldn't have to worry about losing their life, especially they didn't really get a chance to live life. And that's just in general. Look at every state, look at every city, look at every news story we got about somebody, kids dying for whatever reason. As a community as a whole, we know for a fact we supposed to stand up on certain things. You don't always got to be, if it ain't happening to my family, fuck it. No, sometimes you got to intervene, especially if you know this could mean the difference between life and death, period. It's just gotta definitely be on point when it comes to this. Like I said, with this spiritual war we going through, if we claim we got love and affection and we claim we got everything for these people that we hold so dear, we never supposed to turn them away even at they saddest moment. We supposed to make sure, if anything, we gotta build you back up, bro. We gotta make sure you good. Especially you gotta come walk around in this earth day in and day out. And then some people have they relapses or just have outbursts either at work or normal events. So if you know it's that deep, that's when you're supposed to come together and say, you know what, we got to have some sort of intervention. And if we feel at some point as the community you just can't get together, you can't get right, then hey, the only thing we can do is pray for you and try to get you the best help possible. That's it. You know. Put TMZ salute, bro. Like I said, it takes a toll on people though. You know, mental health is really real because, like I said, my mother used to deal with people like that on all levels. She dealt with those who was high functioning, mentally challenged. She dealt with schizos, bipolars. She's dealt with a lot of people, and I used to see her, and I commended her for that every day for that when she was dealing with them people because it's not an easy job to deal with neither when it comes to people who have those type of mental health issues or mental, disabilities, period. You know, but this just goes to show you sometimes you got to get in tune with everything in your community, because some of these people don't be bad people. They just off their meds or they probably want some sort of attention because nobody's really trying to sit down. And those be the moments you really got to take heed to because I ain't gonna lie to you. A couple years ago, I think I'm still taking it to this day. I think I stopped this dude from killing himself because he was just, like he was walking around, he was crazy, old. Yeah, he was just doing too much to a degree. But some of it I knew was just for attention. He was trying to get somebody's attention, you know. And at the end of the day, I think I stopped him from going above and beyond because he really was. He was just doing certain things I knew for a fact. If the wrong niggas would have caught him, it'd have been lights out for him. And then he just happened to come my way like he was sitting around me and somebody else. But he kept giving them the stare. So I'm like, yo, what's your problem, bro? Oh, nah, it's just, I hate when people stare at me. Mine now, the person that was sitting next to me wasn't even standing. They was on their phone. So I already knew that's when you had to intervene to a degree. I'm like, yo, bro, come here, let me holler at you real quick. I pulled him to the side and all that, sat down, talked to him like how a grown man's supposed to do it sometimes. I ain't get all crazy. I ain't make a big scene or nothing. Nah, I pulled him to the side, talked to him like a man, and say, "Yo, listen, what's going on with you?" And once he broke down what was what, I kind of figured he was on that verge of just doing something. You know, so that's why I said sometimes you gotta definitely be in tune. And you come to find out he was on meds. Nobody that knew him knew he was even on meds. That's how quiet it was. You know, but it's just he didn't have his dosages. He running around here crazy. You know, he just was on one. But once he really got calmed down, once somebody sat down and talked to him, he calmed down. And I think that sometimes they don't always need the meds. They just need certain people to sit down and talk with them. Even if they just talking all crazy and babbling, so be it. Let them talk. Let them get out whatever they need to talk and get out. That's it. You know. Yeah, that's the whole fact. Because, like I said, I don't know what could have happened. You know, and for all you know, that'd have been another body or another case, and nobody really know that this person was on meds. You know, because I don't fully even know him. I just know, like, when you see certain people in the hood, even when you just give them the head nod, they usually be on cool points. But that day, he just was on one. So that's why I was more like, you gotta definitely be in tune with what's going on in your fucking community, man. Because sometimes you can stop a fucking major event from happening. All you gotta do is just pinpoint it and spot it out. That's it. Sometimes you could definitely keep somebody from hitting that central morgue, nigga, if you just stay in tune with shit. So that's why I said it's a world of possibilities, it's a world of different things going on, and some of y'all just gotta be on your swivel. That's all. And for those who are already on their swivel and shit, stay on it. Because there's gonna be a lot of different things coming from different angles and different corners. Some things we gonna already spot, some things is gonna catch us a little off guard. But the main thing, we just supposed to be on point, period. Like I said, mental health at an all-time high, common sense and loyalty and love is at an all-time low. It's a lot of things that are at an all-time low. And the things that we had at a low is at a high now. And that's sad. And I remember even back in the days of mental health, even though we knew it was real back then, it wasn't as publicized and it wasn't as high as it is now. Like I said, you got a lot of spots getting closed and they rebuilding and doing whatever it is they're doing. So they kicking these people out their own facilities, not their own homes. So now some of them are roaming around the streets. Like they just closed one of them mental facilities they had out here. Now it's under new management. Now it's just a whole rehab center. So you got some of those people whoever didn't get transferred to these other facilities that they know they could get the care they need. The rest of them is around here just running around here loopy and crazy. So you got to be eerie with them too. Some of them don't be no harm to people, but some of them do. So it's like you got to definitely just be on point and be in tune with what's going on. You know, I feel like there's as a community, there's certain things we could definitely do better, and our communities would definitely be better if we just take the initiative on certain things. Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with doing anything or you know trying to preserve the life of the kids. It doesn't matter. The kids should be able to live free, carefree. Kids should be able to just be kids and not have to worry about certain situations. That's why I said certain things y'all just can't blatantly always throw in these kids' faces. And I don't see how y'all think that's normal when it's not. Let these kids learn certain experiences on their own too. Don't force it on them. Just shit crazy out here, man. And even if you not in the even if you're not on a spiritual level or religious level, you just should be on a common sense level, period. Like we know it's certain things that are wrong. We know it's certain things unnatural, and we know it's certain things that the man upstairs is definitely frowning upon. So like I said, it's certain things we supposed to take initiative on. And then other things we just don't intervene in. We just let things happen because if it's already been foreseen and foretold, who are we to try to intervene? That's just like you trying to school. That's just like you trying to be a mentor to all the youngins in the hood. You only gonna have half of them that are gonna really want to do something constructive with themselves. And then the other half, they still going to follow whatever it is they want to follow. So for those who want to follow what they follow, the only thing you could do is just pray that they get together and pray that they see the light sooner than later. That's it. You can only worry about those who really want to do something. You can only help those who want to help themselves. But you ain't willing to help yourself, or you ain't at least willing to take some sort of advice, some sort of criticism, and some sort of knowledge in, then it is what it is. That's why I said when it comes to specific things, y'all gotta definitely be on point. You know, your kids shouldn't be out here looking like sheep to the wolves. You know, and again, it's just certain things you can't put out here on social media. Period. That makes you and that makes your whole fucking bloodline to a degree look bad. Ladies, you out here sending pics or you sending vids to the wrong people, just know it comes with a consequence. You know, same thing with you fellas. Just know certain things you do comes with a consequence. And if you ain't ready to be content, if you ain't ready to be looked at day in and day out, not just on here, but in real life for the shit you doing, stop doing the shit you doing. You know, like I said, it should never be we gotta choose if this is the right thing to fucking fight for. No, some things you're gonna have to fight for regardless. Other things, if it's already set in stone, then you can't do much. But the overall theme here should be, don't do it. Coach Sterling, top of the morning, top of the morning. Like I said, top of the morning to those who just coming in. Shout out to all them niggas in the bushes that's watching. Hope y'all niggas is getting some gems as well. You know, hope you just getting this real spit right now. So like I said, we gotta definitely be stronger in everything we do. You know, we know it's getting critical, and before it's all said and done, before it gets to a massive overhaul, we gotta stop some of this shit from occurring. Like I was saying, like I don't know about all this purge stuff that they keep talking about, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Purge or no purge, you fuck with the wrong families, and those families will be prepared for whatever you may bring. And I honestly feel if that shit is actually gonna happen, if it ever does happen, the government will be the stupidest people in the world for letting it happen. Because now I kind of get where you going. It's like if you let these people out for a whole 24 hours, half of them people are not going to make it back to that prison system. So we already know what it is. You trying to set these people up for failure, but you also setting up the citizens for failure. Some of these people ain't prepared. Some of these people are not fighters. We don't expect everybody to be a fighter. You don't always got to be a physical fighter. Some people are not blessed with brawn, but they got brains. Some are blessed with both. And some is just blessed to know for a fact when it comes to certain situations, there is no, oh, I got a moment to think. No, you got to do whatever it is you got to do, period. To keep you and yours intact, you got to do what's necessary. You know? So I don't know what everybody else is thinking or what everybody else's opinion is on that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even gonna really discuss upon it, because if it's anything like how that movie was, half of y'all gonna be in some shit. And even the ones that ain't armed to the T with weapons, Anything around you should be considered a weapon. Even if it's a steel garbage can in your house. Guess what? A nigga ain't gonna take too much of them shits upside their head. Like I said, you got some people who are not gonna be prepared with the guns. But you're gonna have some of them that are prepared to fight, stab, jig, and do whatever they gotta do to survive. And that's the most thing you can do in this life right now, especially with what's going on in this wicked ass world. Only thing you can do is just do what you gotta do. Fight to survive, you know? And if you walking in the right paths, most of y'all don't have nothing to worry about. And even for those who feel like they might still have something to worry about, if you moving right at the right times, you should still be good too. Like I said, I don't follow a religion, but I just believe there is a higher power. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, you know, you got to give praises the way it's due, you know, because every day that you not locked up or that you breathing, you not underground, that's a blessing, bro. That's a whole blessing. You know me, I feel like it could be so much done. Could be so much done if everybody just really put differences to the side and come together for a better cause, man. Straight up. Like I said, these kids are the most important thing. They shouldn't be sacrificed or shouldn't have to worry about being sacrificial lambs in this world. Let these young kids live, breathe. Let them do what they need to do. Let them be prosperous things in life. Don't cut their shit short. And again, community, y'all gotta come together when you know some of these people have mental health issues. And even if they don't, if you know they just at their most stressed out part and they could go to a mental breakdown. Because I done seen the most normalist people have a breakdown. And it's because everybody either turning them away or laughing at their situations. There's nothing funny when it comes to certain situations, especially when it comes on a mental health. That's nothing funny. Because sometimes that be the fucking difference between life and death. You don't want to see these people harm themselves or harm others, especially their own. So get it together, y'all. No, I just wanted to chime in with y'all real quick for the early morning because I feel these conversations a lot of times we need to have, man. And if we ain't having them, then that means we just overlooking shit. And if we overlooking shit, then guess what? We ain't a part of the solution. We part of the problem. I feel like everybody should just be more in tune. You know, sometimes God is gonna put you in certain positions for a reason. Certain tests you're not even gonna know it's a test, but it's about what decisions you make. You know, it's about where you go with it. You know, this is something I feel every time I do come on here. Like I said, I'm gonna be speaking from the heart and the soul because this is something that's needed right now. It's not gonna be too much beef. It's not gonna be all of that back and forth negative shit when there's already negative shit going on in the world. You know, think you gonna have any type of back and forth with me? Like I said before, ain't gonna happen. We could joke back and forth, but everything else, it's a no-no. Because I ain't for it. Like I said, that's not helping what the fuck is going on in the world right now. I live in real time. I have a balance when it comes to everything. I live in real time. I live on internet time. I live on all times. All my eyes are open. So if you want to say I'm living in the matrix, yeah, I am. But I'm well aware of certain things, and that's why I said when it comes to specific topics, I'm just going to talk about it. I don't come on here and just try to use anybody for content or none of that shit. I'm not gonna be pulling none of these other dumbass bozo shits like everybody else is doing. Nah, same genuine nigga gonna be the same genuine nigga on here too. So you don't get too many of those. And that's the funny part. You don't get too many of those. I'm one of them, regardless of what time I'm on. When it comes to certain things, I'm gonna speak about it. You know, and I just want to really give special thanks to those who really riding with me and trying to see me prosper. The same way I want to see y'all prosper. Like I said, you ain't gonna never catch me on here having a fake moment. I know when to be real. I know when to joke. I know when to just sit back and observe shit. I got a balance in life, as a nigga supposed to. A balance in life. I don't take certain things for granted, and I don't take certain things as a, oh, I'm better than this one. I'm no. It's called being humble. I don't think I'm better than nobody. I just know we all on the same playing field to a degree in my eyes. Some try to strive to be better. Some want to be better. Some are just going to be great, period. I said, there's a reason why it's called Nate the Great. I'm not being arrogant, none of that. But there is fucking meaning to this name. I've been through a whole great deal in my life. Trials, tribulations, death, all of that. Been through the same shit everybody else been through. One way or another. There's certain roads I didn't take, but there's a reason why I didn't take them. It's only because when you know for a fact certain things are going to come back with repercussions and consequences, and you realize it'll be all for nothing, there's no need for me to go that route. Now, if I have to go that route in order to defend my honor and defend what I gotta defend family wise, if I gotta go tooth and nail with whatever, then I do what I gotta do. Other than that, same genuine nigga gonna be bringing you same genuine topics that niggas should be talking about. I don't care if I stick on one topic or if I put a bunch of them in one. Just know, conversations always stay going. As y'all see yesterday's live, I was with some of my homegirls for a little bit before I ended it, but even they speak on topics like this. You know, so this just goes to show you, no matter where the fuck I'm at on any part of the streets, you know, I'm always gonna be on point. No matter what I'm doing. I'm always gonna bring you some sort of fucking content or some sort of shit that everybody should be talking about. You know, right now we really gotta get together. This spiritual war is gonna be a little long one. And if it is, I gotta definitely make sure everybody is on point on all aspects, even when it comes to this social media shit. Because people are going to try to do their damnness to tarnish you in any way, shape, or form. But if they don't really know you, they don't fucking hang with you, they don't break bread with you, they shouldn't bother you, period. I'm a whole different nigga when it comes to this shit, you know? Somebody asked me the other day why I didn't change my name. Good morning. Somebody asked me the other day why I didn't change my YouTube name. Why would I change my name when I've been getting called this name since I came out the womb? And again, there's a lot of fucking back to this name of mine. So I'm not changing nothing for nobody. If you rock with me, you rock with me. Don't, hey, you know what to do. You care less. Cause I'm coming on here with a message 9 out of 10. I ain't coming on here to be entertained a whole bunch of dumb shit. And if I don't know you personally again, there's no need for me to even beef with you. Not going to never take it there with you because even if I do see, I already know what you're about and you already proved it time and time again. So it is what it is, y'all. Like I said, it just all in all, we gotta definitely keep that in mind. Don't let what I said earlier go over your head. Tory, blessings. My guy, what's good? What's up, nigga? Chilling. Don't let what I said go over your head though. As a community, we gotta definitely start keeping more visuals on what's going on. Like I said, kids should never have to worry about losing their life before time. Look how many, like I said, stories we done had. And it's like I said, it's not even a race thing. We done lost a lot of kids a lot due to certain situations that could have been avoided, but was overlooked. Not just by the system itself, but as a community, come on. You know somebody ain't all the way there and they got kids in their possession. Nah, you're supposed to always intervene at certain points, especially if you know they could be having a mental breakdown. And again, you don't just turn them away on some wild shit, especially if they really trying to get it together. Life is tough. You're gonna always have obstacles, but as long as you moving a certain way, and as long as you know you got the love and support of the people that they say love and support you, it should be nothing. No mental health, no nothing should be able to stop that. That's a true love and a true bond that if you really with it, nothing can fucking overcome that. Yeah, yeah. You know, that's what I'm saying. You gotta definitely just do better, y'all. In any way, shape, or form, just do better in life. YKTV, salute. Like I said, when I come on here, I'm just speaking from the heart. And I'm just speaking from the visuals I see day in and day out. And the fact of the matter, you can already see in certain spots, there is a spiritual war. I don't care if you really on a religious tip or not. This should be a common sense tip. This shit going on that we ain't aware of, we still don't fully have knowledge on. And if we do have a little bit of knowledge on it, we better take that shit daily and move every step accordingly. That's all we can do. You know? Yeah, nah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I just seen the other one. You know, I can never be fake. I can never give y'all nothing fake. Only thing I can give you is real. It's real fucking visuals, real concepts, real aspects, real advice. Shit. Even if niggas need an ear to listen to, everybody needs somebody to listen to, man. I'm not that far away. You know, I ain't never too far away from the people, especially whether I rock with you or not. I'm never that far away. Always accessible because at the end of the day, I live in real time. I don't got time to be hiding in no cribs. I don't got time to be making up a whole bunch of accusations, lies, so on and so forth. And I definitely don't got time to be worried about nobody that ain't paying my fucking bills right now. You ain't helping me trying to get to a better bag or try to be a better me. If you ain't even a part of that process, what the fuck do I care about it? The one thing about me, like I said, I show genuine love to those who I know are genuine. Some people you ain't even got to be around them. You read the vibes. And for those that I'm sub to and those who are sub to me, I don't really know the real vibes. So no matter what time I'm on, like I said, I ain't gonna never stop being who I am. Nobody's supposed to fucking forsake their core value, and nobody's supposed to forsake who they are personality wise for anybody. Same person I am in real life, same person I am on here. I'm a somebody, but I'm a nobody. I'm just a humble nigga. That's all I am. I'm a nigga that live in real time. I'm a nigga that know balances, and I'm a nigga that when it comes to certain topics, I'm gonna speak upon it, whether the people want to speak about it or not. Ain't nothing fucking different. No gimmicks, no nothing. But again, I hope everybody is having a blessed Wednesday. For those who just coming in, please make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like I said, these is combos we definitely have to have, y'all. See, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking about shit. I don't know. I might do an open pen tomorrow, depending. I think I got tomorrow off. I might do an open panel. So whatever I decide to chime in on, y'all want to chop it up, hit that link. Y'all already know what it is. You know, nah, that's a whole fact though, ABG. You know, some people don't have that. Some people don't know when to just stay humble. I don't never put myself above nobody, but I never put myself beneath nobody. And even if I did at one point, that was when I was at my lowest. But guess what? Knocked myself right back into reality. Nigga, you good. Get your ass up and do what you gotta do, nigga. My stink meaner voice, nigga. What you gonna do, nigga? So sometimes you gotta follow your own gut instincts when it comes to certain things, man. Like I said, life is full of choices. Choices and decisions that you make will determine what's going to happen with you in your future. If you decide you want to be Billy Badass and you want to shoot, kill, and do all this extra shit when there's not no need for it, by all means, live by the gun, die by the gun. I think that everybody that moves a certain way in life, they get dealt with accordingly. Don't think the man upstairs ain't fucking dealing those cards neither, because he is. Monique, blessing, sis. Well, I can't say top of the morning now. It's almost top of the afternoon, you know. But it is what it is, y'all. That's the main thing. Everybody's supposed to make sure they in tune with what's going on, you know, and stop just thinking, oh, if it didn't happen to my family, oh, it ain't important. Because everything should be important, especially when it comes to the well being of children. And that's just a fact, you know. But it's this Wednesday morning talk. You know what it is. Just want to chime in with the people, see what's popping with the population. Yeah. You know, but also, you know, just speak from the heart. And at the end of the day, like I said, parents, if you already on your swivel and you doing what you gotta do, continue to do what you gotta do. Make sure your family and your kids are preserved at all times. You know, just keep moving accordingly. Even when they get of a certain age, even when they get older, you still gotta make sure you monitor your kids because they're your offspring. You know, and they supposed to keep the future rolling when you do decide to move on to the next life. Oh, you already know, man. Smoking that purple kush right now. But see, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna break something down too, and this is something that some people don't know. Some people think they know, but they don't. Oh, I don't care how much weed you might catch me smoking out this motherfucker. That don't mean my brain is not going to be intact. That don't mean that my eyes ain't open and ain't wide. Nah, I'm shit. That just make me think even more. That just makes me bring out even more different content because again, when you are walking around in the world, don't matter if you sober, drunk, or high. When you see something about truth, you gotta let it fly, and that's what I'm gonna do. Let it fly. Certain things you could just see off the rip what's going on. Pay attention to it, you know. And again, for those who are gonna be asleep, let you stay asleep. For those who are woke, y'all already know what to do. You know, strap up your boots. Make sure your family's straight. Make sure you straight as well. I don't know what the hell could occur right now. There's too much going on, man. And like I said, the main thing should be anything. These kids should have preservation of life as well. Oh, I wanted to speak on at least one thing. I know it's probably an old topic, but it's an old topic, but it's just a topic that made you think. So what was this about the governor? I forgot what state saying something about women aren't allowed to have abortions. I'm going to speak on that real quick and real lightly on that. I feel like this: unless you was the victim of a rape, or unless you are a severe drug addict, or you have severe mental health issues to where you know you are not going to be capable of even being a part of your child's life. That's the only way I feel abortion should be even allowed. Other than that, if you doing whatever it is you was doing, look here, you got a choice to make because at the end of the day, it's protection. Like I said, unless it falls under those three things that I just mentioned, there should be no abortions. That's how I feel to a degree. Because if you out here making a conscious decision, run around here and sleep with whoever, you're supposed to have a conscious decision as well to be smart. Especially if you know that person might not be in for the long run, or even if they are, if you know for a fact it's just y'all not really compatible on a certain level, hey, you get what you put out. Oh no, definitely, yo, Tori, listen. I think I'm gonna just do that tomorrow. I was gonna try to do it today, but I got a 14-hour shift to work. Shoot, I gotta be to work in the next 5 hours as we speak. So I don't know what kind of mood I'm gonna be in to be trying to have an open panel tonight. But, definitely tomorrow because I'm off. So we could chime in about anything. Don't trust me. Like I said, I don't mind having certain conversations, and I don't discredit or I don't just dismiss certain opinions and views or whatever because they are your views and opinions. Everybody has them. But when it comes to knowledgeable facts, I'm not going to be disputing nothing, especially if it came out my mouth. I'm not just going to be out here talking out my ass like some people come on here to do. Not going to be out here talking out my ass and I don't know nothing, you know. And that's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. You know what? Matter of fact, we could do that. Definitely, we could definitely do that tomorrow, and that would be the general topic: abortions and anything else I see fit to fucking bring up. Don't worry, we can have that open discussion. But I just was bringing that up only because I thought about it. I said he's wrong, but he's kind of right. But it depends on what the situation is. Like I said, if you've been raped, that's just how I feel. If you've been raped, or if you know you're not mentally stable enough to keep the kids, or if you having specific, you got some people who just have a hard time having babies. So when they have their little miscarriages, ain't that kind of like an abortion anyway? In some sense, you still got to end up digging inside and taking that child out. I feel like this, if you've been raped and you feel you just don't want that burden, or if it's just, I don't know, you can't possibly see that person that part right there. I feel that should be no issue right there. Don't give them no issue when it comes to that. Because anybody that's been raped, not everybody's going to have the same mindset. Some people are not going to want to bear that burden of bringing a child in the world, especially if they was a victim of rape, period. Oh, no, no, no. I know that, Tori. Nah, listen. I'm just saying in general. Like how some of these niggas have an open panel and just, I'm not with all of that. We going to have an open general discussion. That's about it. Not with all that back and forth. Like I said, I always like to see what the people are chiming into and how they feel about certain things. You know, I just feel like this when it comes to that. If you've been raped, yeah, you it shouldn't be no issue about you getting an abortion, especially if you know for a fact you just can't bear that burden. But like I said, some people just can't bear that burden. Because how do you bring a child into the world knowing that you was a victim of rape, and if that person never got caught, there's a possibility that person is out there in the world. You know, it's a lot of different things and deep things to think about when it comes to that. But I feel like this: if you just blatantly getting abortions because you keep getting pregnant, you keep being stupid, then nah, you shouldn't be. Nah, you shouldn't do that. And at the end of the day, you still taking a life. Once you done made that decision to have a child on that level, that's it. There should be no abortions. You get what you put out. If I'm out here running around, excuse my language, if I'm running around here fucking every woman in the world right now, and I know at some point, yeah, I'm gonna get a few of those. Oh, you think I'm really gonna want an abortion? No. Bring my kids in the world. Bring them. I set myself up for it. So I might as well fucking get it out the way and be the father I'm supposed to be, right? That's just in general. Don't bring these kids in the world if you know you not really mentally, spiritually, and emotionally ready for that type of fucking work. Because that's not just no regular 9 to 5. That's a life job. It's a lifetime job. Because even when your kids get older, at certain points they still gonna need you. They still gonna come to you. You know? No, Wax. I'm just saying. You gotta look at man. Listen, you gotta look at certain situations. You might have people who actually did that. There's so many things that's on the low that we don't know about. It's just crazy. And not to be funny, not all of those type of kids end up being the type of weirdos in society that we. Some of them just beat the odds. I know one or two people in particular who beat the odds. And I didn't even know they shit was that deep, but hey, it just goes to show you it's all a mental process and how you raised and what you raised around. You know, that's why I say it's just you gotta literally just pay attention to everything that's going on in your communities. There's a lot of things people don't know. You know, some things is good to keep on the low. Other things you need to be informed about because that also prepares you for whatever. That also keeps you extra on guard just in case. You know. Oh no! I already know that, but like I said, me anytime I do an open panel, it's just gonna be open discussions for whatever. But I just felt like this. I just wanted to say that as far as he was concerned, he only right on one part of women not being able to have abortions. But everything else that I just talked about, rape, mental, or just whatever, or even if you really like your body that messed up, you really can't even, you still got options but at the end of the day, choose the right ones so you can do. And if you know you're not physically, mentally, spiritually, in any of that way, shape, or form ready for a family or responsibility like that, stay in your zone. Wear protection. Don't hurt to do that. And I'm gonna be honest, some people might joke about certain situations, but mental health really ain't nothing to joke about. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, at the end of the day, it's too many of them that are walking around right now because they are getting a lot of their facilities closed down. And whatever ain't getting closed down, they kind of understaffed. The way they doing certain things is like it feels like at some point it's gonna get back to normal, but it's gonna take a while for things to really get back to normal. But they really need to open more facilities for these people to get the right type of kid. You know, and that's just the whole fact. Yo, Alan, salute, bro. You know, for those who chiming in, you know, salute to the kings in the chat. Blessings to all the queens. And shout outs to all the bozos in the back watching. Like I said, genuine topics that need to be talked about. You know, I definitely think I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow though. The open panel is about anything. That's why I said when it comes to specific things, we gonna talk about it. Ain't got time to be talking about the same old madness day in and day out that some people are gonna keep reporting about. Let's talk about shit that really matters. Let's talk about shit that's actually going on in real time. You know, just wanted to chime in with y'all for a minute. Like I said, definitely about to fucking get myself prepared. It's gonna be a long one, y'all. But I appreciate all y'all that fucking tuned in. I appreciate everybody that shared, liked, and even commented. Like I said, I think tomorrow I'm definitely going to just do this open panel. So anybody want to hit the link and tune in, join in, y'all already more than welcome. You know, again, I hope everybody have a blessed Wednesday. It's beautiful as fuck outside. If it's nice out wherever you at, and you know your kids ain't really got much to do homework wise, take them out. Go do something for a little while. Go spoil them. Go do something with them. Do something with the family, y'all. It's one of those type of days. If I had a grill right now, I'd be sitting out here fucking grilling. you know. But I hope that everybody enjoys their Wednesday. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Keep your eyes open at all times. You know. I probably, like I said, if I don't go live later for a little while, I'm definitely having that open panel tomorrow. So y'all already know what it is. Until the next episode, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all stay blessed, y'all, and have a good one. Your boy Nate the Great again. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, I'm gonna keep growing one way or another, but I'm gonna do it the way I know best. Grind it out. You know, definitely had a blast with y'all though. Y'all have a good one, and we out. Till the next episode, man.